Previously on RGF RetroGameForce, we did a review of the Mega EverDrive Pro from Krix, and I was quite astonished of all the functions that this little device can offer to the Mega Drive owners. And also, we did the review of the MSU 1 games for the Super Nintendo, and that also surprised me really in the positive way, but I could only use it over emulation. With that said, I start to look into a solution in the market that could allow me to play MSU1 games on the real Super Nintendo, on the real hardware. That's when I found the SD2SNES. This is an open source project that is also supported by Krix, but since it's an open source project, other guys can just take the hardware specs and the software specs and do whatever they want. It's an open source project and everyone can use it. So I searched online, and the cheapest solution of the SD2SNES offer was from Aliexpress. So I ordered one, and today we are doing a full review on this. So guys, stay tuned! So what is SD2SNES project? This is a project, an open source project that define hardware and software of a Super EverDrive for the Super Nintendo. So in one hand, because it's open source, everyone can manufacture and anyone can develop firmwares for this project, which means that you have all over the internet a lot of options to buy cartridges from the SD2SNES project. I would say the better hardware based on SD2SNES is of course built by Krix, and it's called FX Pack Pro, and in terms of hardware this will be, let's say, the most reliable cartridge that you can buy, but it's also the most expensive one. Since this project is around some time ago already, these Chinese knockoff cards, they are already improved quite a lot, and they got actually pretty good, and that's why I got me a Chinese knockoff of the SD2SNES project that also includes the famous FPGA chip, the Cyclone 5, that allows to FPGA the enhanced chips of the SNES and also allow me to use the MS1U games for the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo. But even if I'm using a Chinese manufactured cartridge, I still can use the Krix firmwares because, yeah, this is an open source and the hardware is already specified, so all the firmwares that Krix is rolling out, we can also use it on this Chinese SD2SNES cartridge. So what I'm using for this review is actually a beta version of Krix that allows me to play also Super Game Boy games. Like every other EverDrive product, you have on this one save states and you can enter cheat codes, but on top you also can change the themes, the UI of this card, but it's not as easy as the Mega EverDrive Pro, but still you can modify, even put your picture on it and have it as a UI, let's say. Now, should we go play some Super Nintendo games? Yeah, let's do it. I'll start with the regular Super Nintendo games, then I'll move forward with some games that were enhanced with some specific chips, then I will move to homebrews and even ROM hacks, then in the end I will leave some space for the Super Game Boy games because I think they are awesome. So, let's check out some Super Nintendo awesomeness.
Circle. Big Apple, 3 a.m.
So bottom line is, will I recommend you to buy an SD2SNES cartridge? I will say yes. If you like to play on the real hardware, I will say yes, and every single option that you have out there will be a good option. The cheapest and the most expensive one, I will say Krix has the best hardware, it will be very reliable, but the Chinese manufactured one, the one that is new and it came out end of 2020, which is the version I have here, I will say it's pretty reliable. And since this is an open source and a live project, you could expect more and more features to be added in the future, and the only issue that I found on this one was that some games still had the region lock mechanism on the software, but you can or edit the headers of the ROMs to get rid of this region lock, or you just can use the region that your console is, the same region that your console where you're playing at, and then you will have no issues whatsoever. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will do more and more videos using this SD2SNES for sure, because now I have the full Super Nintendo library at my hands, at my disposal. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. That helps a lot to keep this RGF project alive. And until the next video, take care and bye bye.